I know that all you guys have to do is present them with a 3.5 bag of weed, and they will go to your house, regardless if you live in your mother's basement or not, and they are willing to open their legs for you.
All I'm saying is I'm too pretty, I'm too good of a person, and my personality is too unmatched to beg her to open the door for me and buy me flowers.
Second is the Philippines, and number one is Ukraine.
All modern women suck in the West. I'm going to go to Indonesia, especially in the red pill communities. You got a lot of loser dudes. If you're kind of weak, then that is definitely the thing for you.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos when I release them. All right, guys, let's hop right into it.
So, if you have access to any social media, I'm pretty sure you've seen that list that was made by a bunch of entitled, ungrateful women about all the places that they deem is unacceptable to take them out on dates. The funny thing about that list is, for those same women, we all know, they know, the men know, and I know. In reality, it's cap. Yes, on social media, it's empowering to these undeserving, entitled women. But in reality, it's cap. Every place on that list outside of church is exactly where they're being taken.
He's cooking up garbage.
And they're very grateful for it. I mean, you guys don't even have to take them there, okay? I know that all you guys have to do is present them with a 3.5 bag of weed, and they will go to your house, regardless if you live in your mother's basement or not, and they are willing to open their legs for you. Damn! That is reality. Reality versus social media. In reality, every place on that list outside of church, heavy on your house, is exactly where they're being taken to, and they don't have a problem with it. Again, they know it, I know it, and you men, you guys really know it. You know it. You guys are just being nice, but you know it. And even if they are not being taken to your house, after they have eaten at the Olive Garden, the Cheesecake Factory, Red Lobster, you know where they go after that? They come to my hotel and other hotels. And it's those women who walk up to the counter and pull out their credit cards and pay for the room that they are about to get screwed in, while the man that they are with stands in the back on his phone talking to another woman.
You can't make it up.
Let's be real, ladies. Cut the cap. I understand. For social media, it looks good. In reality, you're all for the Olive Garden. You love Red Lobster. I see you guys there, and then I see you at my hotel.
See, you know, she's not understanding, right? What women do is they made that list for guys that they want to pit in the friend sucker category. Now, you do have guys, I'll be honest with you. When I've seen that list back in the day, right? Because I was ripping and running back in the day. I'm talking about like 15 years ago. I've been married for going on 8 years now. So 15 years ago, 16 years ago. So when I was running, I wasn't taking him nowhere. I was going straight to the house. But what you have to understand, what she doesn't understand, is a lot of guys are going through this nonsense. Yes. I don't think she's seen a video with the lady with the Cheesecake Factory. The guy tried to take her to the Cheesecake Factory. She said, no, I'm not going to Cheesecake Factory. But at the same time, that same woman is letting somebody smash her, taking her nowhere. What she spoke of, the guys going to her hotel, is the sneaky links, right? Sneaky links. Girls have a man. They rather be with the sneaky link than their man, because that's the guy that's dingo with no money. That's why she's paying for the hotel. Common sense, really, when you think about it. But anyway, on to the next video.
If you have been left on red, unreplied to for 4 days, but you then send a chaser message because they must have just not seen it, they must have just missed your WhatsApp, and then they reply to you on a Friday night and do not take you out for dinner, do not go out for drinks, but they invite you round to their house and you blindly go along because that must mean that they really like you. So you drop the plans that you had, you go and meet this person. And this kind of continues on and off for 4 months. And instead of having that conversation and being like, no, absolutely not. I'm not going there. And what the hell are we? You keep blindly going along with it until after 4 months they tell you that they are not interested in anything serious, even though you've probably seen them every week, but you've ignored all the red flags. And then they go and move on and find someone new and get into a relationship with them. Just me?
She is in way over her head.
I'm gonna tell y'all what, one thing that I will always live by is what one man won't do, another man will. And let me tell you why. There are too many men on this earth for me to sit around and deal with one that don't want to act right. I have told men too many times in my life what I want to make me happy. I literally told them a million times before I left them. Don't do this. I need you to do more of that. Literally gave them the blueprint. And somehow, they all managed to up still. Men get so mad that we call them stupid, but in reality, if they would just take a step back and listen and open their ears for once in their life, they would understand that we call them stupid for, they deserve to be called stupid for.
Sorry it's taken me this long to figure it out, but I promise I'm done making a fool of myself.
All I'm saying is I'm too pretty, I'm too good of a person, and my personality is too unmatched to beg to open the door for me and buy me flowers.
Delusional.
Too much work.
This is just a reminder that if you got dumped by some medium ugly guy recently, like I did, I mean, he was actually really sexy, but not the point. If you got dumped by some loser who didn't see your worth, move on. I literally have 3 dates with 3 different men this week. And it was, like, easy.
Are we caring about that?
So, you know, wish me luck. I went on one yesterday. It was fine. I'm gonna go out with him again. It was nothing spectacular, but like there was enough there that I'm like, yeah, I would give it another chance. And I have a date tomorrow and I have a date on Saturday. So you're a bad bitch if you're watching this and you have all the options in the world. You just gotta put yourself out there and, forget about that loser who didn't see your worth. Okay, love you, bye.
You say that again.
Never in my life, and you can ask my friends, I've hooked up with a lot of people and I've dated a lot of people, which makes it increasingly harder to find someone because my standards are so high. Not a single person in my life has ever said, I'm interested in you. Guys don't say that. They just show it. They might say, I really like you, but they don't in the beginning when you're dating them, they're not like, I'm really interested in you and getting to know you more. No! So if he said that, ew, and if he didn't say that, but he basically insinuated verbally that he's interested in you, but he's showing you through action and plans, then move on. Because there's 3 other guys in your roster, right? This wouldn't bother you if you're dating 3 people at a time. Because when he's not giving you attention, someone else is.
Will likely cause more problems than they solve.
Did you notice what most of them said? Having a bunch of guys in their roster. This is what guys don't want to deal with. The other woman didn't know about the mention the hotel thing. She didn't know. Then turn around and create lists for guys where they don't want to be taken to, but they have so many guys in the roster. Why would you try to compete? Like guys want to avoid competing with another guy. Because if he takes you to Applebee's and then you don't want to go out with him anymore, obviously the conversation's not hitting for nothing, right? Maybe because you're dealing with too many guys. And you don't understand why guys are protecting themselves? Yes. They're not trying to blow money. I said it when I seen the same thing. I said I used to take girls nowhere. As she said, get the weed bag and that's it. So yeah. And you'd be surprised how many girls are good with that weed bag. It's wild, man, but this is what it is.
So here's the definition of a passport bro, just for you. Literally the definition of what a passport bro is a man going overseas to look for a wife, for a relationship. So it's not call them what I want. We're literally defining the words. A passport bro is a man who's looking for a relationship with a foreign woman, by definition. So it's not calling them what I want. I'm literally defining it for you. So these people are called expats. And again, these are called tourists. They're all different things. I know English is pretty hard for some people, so hope this helps.
Well, yeah. I'll give you an example. There's different levels to it, right? The guys that travel out looking for women for relations, yes, I would consider them somewhat of a passport bro, and I'll tell you why. They don't want to deal with the headache of looking for relations in the West. Number 2, I spoke about it before, with the diseases, everything going on, guys are avoiding that. Usually, If a guy's leaving and he's the ex-tourism, he would have to be protected. If he's not, I'd say something's wrong with you. But still, you can't judge guys for doing that. And there's women going to Jamaica and there's women going to Africa to do the same thing. Also, on top of that, yes, mostly it's guys looking for love and looking for wives. That's true. This is how I see it. I see it, and she said one is an expat. Yes, but that's another stage of Passport Bros. That's the final stage. Actually, that's the best stage. That's like the final boss stage, right? When you're able to live out of the country and truly experience cheaper prices, cheaper rents, cheaper ownership, you're able to experience better food, and that's really what it's all about. It's really about the extras too, not just the woman. So you can't just say it's an expat. The sex tourism, yeah, a little bit too much of that. That's just a tourist, right? Looking for sex. But still, expat, I consider that a passport bro. If the guy considers himself a passport bro, he should be an expat. But, we can't let women define what we're doing. So you can't say anything. Anyway, next video.
Thoughts of Passport Bros. Is this the better option for men today wanting quality women?
What's that? Well, I don't understand the question.
Okay, so passport bros, is that what he said?
Yeah.
So what it typically means you hear this a lot in the red pill community. It's like, all modern women suck in the West. I'm going to go to Indonesia, or I'm going to go to Brazil, I'm going to go to Colombia. And the reality is you're just basically saying, I'm too much of a man, and I'm going to out of my country, and I'm going to go get elsewhere because I'm not man enough to stay and fight and do what's right and be a man and be a leader. It means you're a coward. That's what it really means.
Shaming tactics. Part of a low-value woman's pathology. I don't care what you have on paper, because if you really have a good argument, you should not have to shame somebody.
But you can definitely get laid and have a good time and rock out with your out. But you know what? Women are the same wherever you go. There are good women out there. They're good to you, good for your soul. And there's some ratchet chicks. And the problem you have, especially in the red pill community, is you got a lot of loser dudes that have dated a lot of ratchet chicks in there because they're not really a good quality person. And so if you're not a good quality person and your values suck and you don't have any integrity, you're going to tend to attract people like attracts like. That's just science.
Shaming tactics meant to keep you stuck. People who can't win the argument tend to use shaming tactics.
So if you're kind of weak, then that is definitely the thing for you.
Who's that shadow holding me hostage? I've been here for days.
But if you're a man and you're like a real man, American man, you're going to be fit, you're going to be in shape.
Who's this whisper telling me that I'm never gonna get away?
You're going to be wise, you're going to study self-help, you're going to be self-reliance focused.
Stockholm syndrome is in your room.
You're going to be competent and safe with pistol and rifle and be able to transition back and forth between that.
You can't make this up.
And CQB, or CQC, as it's also known, because as an American, it is
Your job to be. I gotta shut him up because this guy's just ranting on, right? So I'm a guy way more fit than this guy right here. This guy looks like a slouch. Way more fit than him. Put way more work in on myself than he did, right? Forget all the guns and all that stuff. I'm talking about all the stuff guys talk about the red pill community. I put in way more work than he did. You can see it. I take off my shirt right now. He takes off his shirt. You're gonna see the difference. But let me explain this. Got women in the West. I wanted to get married. What do you have to say about the guys that want to get married? So you're saying take the chance of running through that, woman running amok with you, or getting with a woman getting married. What do you say about that? What's a guy to do if he wants to get married? I'm waiting. The clock is ticking. No answer at all. I bet no answer.
Emotional damage.
But anyway, on to the next video.
Best countries to find a traditional wife and to get married. Ranked. To find a traditional wife. Number 10, Romania. Number 9, Thailand.
It's the best 10 countries to find a traditional wife, according to these people here.
Thailand. Number 8, Mexico. Number 7, China. Number 6, Japan. Number 5, Colombia. Number 4, Poland. Number 3, Brazil. Second is the Philippines. And number 1 is Ukraine.
I want something feminine and delicate.
Easiest to get married for foreigners. Number 10, Colombia. Number
2 was the Philippines, and number 1 is Ukraine. Now, I could say, I'll tell you this, man. Over there in Eastern Europe, I can't, bash that, because in Eastern Europe, there are tons of beautiful women. Tons. And also in the Philippines, you get that, so you get the understanding. So I think the list is decent. I think Thailand could have been a little bit higher. But I don't know. I never had a wife in Thailand. I wasn't out there dating. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. And guys are definitely trying to see what's up, because they realize
This is the way.
passport, bro. Passport. No. It's more to life than dealing with the nonsense.